In one of the residences of the Tang family, Mirio is combing the hair of our god-tier waifu. As she tells her how beautiful her hair is even after she was bedridden all this time, as she laughs getting shy, last time when Yeon-myeong came here. He made it very obvious that he got bewitched by her, even I agree just like you guys who clicked because of the thumbnail. Mirio asks her to share her beauty secrets with her bro is seriously in need of a makeover. Mirio activates her Power Ranger meme god mode and asks her what she thinks about Yeon-myeong. Hearing this, she gets shy and asks her if she is using martial arts to monitor people's breathing. The troll tells our innocent waifu that when she mentioned his name her breathing changed. Then she gets serious and asks her if she is seriously okay, confusing her as she asks her what she is talking about. Mirio tells Miso that our Chad is going to Sichuan gathering, so she won't be able to see him for a while. Then this troll explains to her in this gathering the most dangerous evil faction will face each other. Hearing this, she gets scared as Mirio tells her that it's not the most important thing. What if our Chad were to meet another girl from the factions and fall for her? In that situation, can she handle it then? Bro, look at her face, the art is so good it's killing me. She is unable to come up with an answer. Meme God make another pose and suggest her that they should both go to the Sichuan gathering. Miso makes a frowning face and tells her that what if their attendance makes the family head burdened. Mirio tells her to not worry about it since she has everything planned out. Bro is the ultimate winger, look for her in real life. At the main hall of the Tang clan, Yeon-myeong is bored, as he asks Yeon-myeong that if it's true that she wants to go to Sichuan gathering as his maid. Yeon-myeong replies with an yes and tells our Chad that she heard that the young master from the evil faction will compete for powers there, so she is curious to see how the competition unfold. With a reaction-less face like boss in my old job when I messed up, he tells her that he has been informed that he can bring one guard and one maid. Yeon-myeong on her mind thinks that it's not a pleasure trip, instead she will find a way to win over the family head no matter what. That when our girl enters his room as Yeon-myeong make the face of a junior member, he tells them that he sensed them coming and of course it had to be the girls. Mirio barges in with our queen and tells him that Miso is eager to discuss something with him. She tells Mirio that she is very disrespectful towards the family head. That's when Mirio notices a fox staring at her. Guys, just look at their face, look like JoJo's Adventurer, but it's even more uglier. Mirio asks who she is and Yeon-myeong does the same. Yeon-myeong asks Miso what she is currently doing here, as Mirio was about to tell him when Yeon-myeong is making a face similar to that cat from Pokemon. She tells Yeon-myeong that her sister and she herself want to go to the Sichuan government. Hearing this, Yeon-myeong is shocked. What's funny is the Chad is completely useless. What they plan to do is Mirio become his guard and Miso will accompany them as his maid, since he can only be accompanied by one guard and one maid. Amidst their meeting, Yeon-myeong is dumbfounded what nonsense Mirio is spouting. From her eyes, Mirio has a close relationship with Yeon-myeong, but the biggest concern is that Miso is so beautiful that she is almost as beautiful as Yeon-myeong's mother. No one, I repeat, on one can beat mommy. Moving back to Yeon-myeong, she is losing her mind because if Miso were to accompany Yeon-myeong it will ruin her plan and position. Our Chad shocks everyone in the room, is shocked as Yeon-myeong tells Mirio that he can take her as his guard. As for Miso, he cannot take her with him, since he already has someone in mind for the maid position. Hearing this, the delusional Yeon-myeong thinks if she is the maid, while Mirio tells him that if Miso doesn't go, Mirio will not accompany him. Since that's the case, Yeon-myeong planned to choose another warrior from the clan, pissing Mirio even more. Miso tells her Mirio to stop as she starts getting emotional and then literally starts crying, telling Mirio that if the family head doesn't want it, it's better not to force him. I am sorry mommy, I might get diverted, what the hell was that? Mirio loses her mind, telling the junior meme god to go outside with her since it's time for a lecture. To Mirio, he is an amazing person not just because of his martial art but also because of his judgment and decisiveness. Then as she is his senior when it comes to posting memes, she shows him his true face, telling him how he can be so cluelessness, making it obvious why she is acting like this. She wants to know why Mirio cannot go, and if he doesn't have feeling for her, it's like he is pushing away an opportunity right in front of him. Yeon-myeong shocks her by telling her that it's not a pleasure trip but it could instantly turn into a battlefield, since he doesn't know what might happen during the confrontation with the evil factions. If Mirio were to come along, she might get exposed to a danger that he can't protect her from. Mirio is scared as he tells her who would be responsible if she were to get in trouble. What's more troublesome is that they are going to the Black Death Alliance territory, so he might even have to face their leader. Considering she is still in the recovery phase and is not fully strong yet, it would be hard for her to handle. Let me give you guys some spoiler: our ice waifu will turn into a psycho when it comes to Yeon-myeong. Moving back to Mirio, she thinks what he said is right, so she has no choice but to agree to her. Yeon-myeong thanks her for understanding his situation. Bro is like the ultra-rare protagonist who is almost perfect. Dude is not a simp unlike others. There are only a few that are like this, but before we continue I would appreciate if you subscribe. Mirio sweats as she tells him that she is still going as Yeon-myeong, but our troll asks her that she told everyone that she wouldn't be going either. She gets pissed, telling her that she cannot let a fox guard the hen house. She is talking about Yeonjeon. As for Yeon-myeong, he cannot talk over his boss. As for the Pokemon kitten waifu, she thinks that someone is talking about her. In some other place inside the Tang family, your favorite skinny Barbie is half asleep looking at a formation. Yeon-myeong surprises the Barbie as he asks him why is he just standing here falling asleep. Barbie is scared, so tells Yeon-myeong that there is no such thing. Skinny Barbie tells him that the defense formation has been fully set up and not he is just making adjustments, so it will be finished by tomorrow. Yeon-myeong activates his eye discerning skill to look around the formations placed on the main parts of the Tang family. The skinny Barbie tells our Chad all the key point have been protected with formation. Basically, Yeon-myeong threatened to kill the Barbie if he is not done with the formation a week. Moving to the present, he tells Yeon-myeong that he has enough time to complete. Our Chad compliments him as he tells Barbie that if he tries he can do it, so she should do the remaining tasks like this. Hearing this, the Barbie starts crying because his life is saved. Yeon-myeong is impressed because it's better than he expected. Even if he is not here, they can protect themselves. Yeon-myeong has one more thing to do. As he goes to the main hall, he summons a new character. It's the elder Tang Yeon-myeong. This guy has guts as he tells Yeon-myeong that they are not exactly on talking terms. Yeon-myeong tells him that he heard that with the sword he is skilled, which is why he became an elder. Since Yeon-myeong also uses the sword, he thinks it's ideal to have a conversation. Moving to the elder, he tells Yeon-myeong that what he showed during the competition is beyond his reach. So he is well aware of the gap between them. Yeon-myeong tells him it's obvious that his skill are not even close, but he gets surprised when Yeon-myeong tells him that he would give him some pointers on swordsmanship. But the offer is not for nothing. In exchange, he will have to follow his orders from now onwards. The elder is shocked as our Chad tells him that this opportunity will not come by again, so he should consider this a fortunate encounter. So he raises his hand asking the elder if he will be changing side. This is it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Will be uploaded in a week. One day early access will be given to members first.